Well, my name's Naz. I'm from an organisation called Below Zero. We're just a group of anarchists collective who saw a need in Brighton to go out and give support to homeless people. It's shockingly how easy it is to become homeless. I myself was homeless because my marriage broke down and I didn't want to stay in the house. She didn't want me to stay in the house. I moved out and the council said that I'd made myself homeless on purpose by leaving them actual home. So I was on the street. Now I'm lucky because I've been in direct action and fighting for different causes and whatever most of my adult life. So I'm what you call streetwise, so I knew the right people to talk to and how to force the issue. 2 years later, I finally got myself a home, and I had to fight for those 2 years, and it shouldn't be like that. The system is against you all the way. And as I say, it's so easy to be homeless. You know, people with mental health issues, there's now no support out there for them. They closed all the homes down and whatever. Soldiers coming back from the forces, you know, all three forces, Navy, RAF and the Army, they live in barracks, they live where they work. Once you leave the Army, that's it. And unless you've saved and saved and saved, you're screwed. We get a lot of soldiers on the street that have got mental health issues coming back from war, and it's amazing the amount of soldiers, ex-soldiers that are sleeping rough. So it's so easy. Everybody that's watching this, you can be homeless tomorrow. It's that easy, just like that, you could be homeless. So the next time you're going past somebody who's sleeping rough and you think, well, I'm not going to give them money, they're just going to buy it on drugs. Well, you get a sleeping bag and you go out this December, this Christmas, and you sleep in a doorway when it's below zero, and you imagine doing that every single day. Every single day you think of doing that. No wonder you take drugs, no wonder you take alcohol, you know, and all the issues that are going on in your head, you're going to take alcohol. So I look at it, you know, if I give them a quid and it makes their day a bit easier, so be it. I have rather them do that. But you know, we need to support people, and there's no support. The government go on about building these houses, and they're building and building and building, but they're not building houses for the likes of us. They're building houses for young people to get into debt, to lose their houses, to make the banks richer. They're not building houses for us to rent. If anything, we're going to lose, because now they've come out with a scheme, if they get back in government, that we can now buy housing association flats. How mad is that? So now, instead of just buying council houses, which is what Thatcher bought in, now you've got housing associations that are saying you can buy your housing association flat. So that means that stock is now going to disappear, and it's going to get even smaller and smaller and smaller. It's madness, absolute madness. We need the government to grab it by the balls and start building proper social housing all over the country, every single council. And then maybe then, cheers, maybe then, you know, we'll solve the problem of homelessness. Thank you.
You were the guy who had some trouble, weren't you, when you were trying to help some people? Didn't you get some?
Yeah, I was down
the new laws, isn't it?
Near the theatre in Brighton, using Section 30 and Section 35, which is the.
Hi everybody, we're going to start the speeches of the presentation.
Which is part of the laws that they use to get rid of drunks on a Saturday, Friday night from the town centre when it's clubbing.
Yeah.
And instead of using that law the way it should be used, which is when there's a problem, you deal with that person, they get barred for 2 days from the town centre. And yes, you know, there is alcohol in the homeless community, there is drugs in the homeless community. They do have fights. They do cause problems.
Yeah.
But those individuals should be dealt with there and then, not the whole of the community. And which is what they're doing.
Yeah.
I've seen it myself. On the day, we were feeding 4 people. They were completely sober. They were minding their own business. They weren't causing any problems. And next minute, these cops turn up in a car, parked right next to them. It was incredibly intimidating. And they came out and started hassling us, asking who we were, why we were, what we were doing, and all the rest of it. And I'm afraid they picked on the wrong guy, because I won't back down. You know, I'm an old hat at this. So I refused to give my details, and because I refused to give my details and comply with what they wanted, then they threatened to arrest me and said that I was breaching this section 30 and aiding and abetting.
Section 36 it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It went in the paper, went on the radio.
Yeah, I saw that.
I caused a bit of a stink, and the inspector that was involved got a major headache from local MP and you know, all the rest of it.
We need to do more of that, don't we, and highlight it and stop them sort of thinking that they could just walk around and move people on or arrest people for helping.
What they're doing is, as I said, they're using this section to completely eradicate the homeless people from the town centre.
Thank you. It's a 48-hour.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Pardon?
Out of sight, out of mind, isn't it?
That's it, you know, because shopkeepers don't want it. It looks scruffy, it doesn't look nice. You know, people coming on holiday get scared. You know, oh look, the homeless people. Oh no, you know. So, you know, it's. You know, we've got to highlight whenever we see it. We've got to make a fuss. You know, and we've got to tell the local authority and the police that no, these are real people with real issues, with real things gone through their lives.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, as I said, I became homeless, and it was just like that. You know, anybody can become homeless.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Baz. Cheers, mate. Nice talking to you.
I'll do an interview, matey.